Hello, everybody. Welcome to Movie Master, where we rank, review, trailer react, and talk about movies and TV shows. And I have taken a bit of a break, as you noticed. After the February content, you never really saw a lot of content on here, so I'm going to get back into it and talk about some video games this time. Now, a lot of you seem to respond well to my last recent video game video, was about the review of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS4. Expect Miles Morales on the PS5 and expect the remastered Spider-Man game to get reviewed around next year or the year after, depending when I get a PS5 or all that. Nonetheless, let's talk about this. Is going to be so. I'm going to start doing a bit of Spider-Man content, and near December and November it will be Spider-Man month. December and May will be Spider-Man month from now on. So December is going to be Spider-Man centered stuff. Due to the fact leading up to the release of Spider-Man movies, you'll see a re-ranking of all the movies I've done, my review on all the seasons of Marvel's Spider-Man, the cartoon, and the review on Spectacular Spider-Man in December, so get ready for that, and you'll see much more content from Spider-Man. So Spider-Man fans, look out for those kind of content, and also Batman fans. As a friend of mine and myself, like Batman, I will be doing some Batman content a bit later this year. And I will be reviewing all the Arkham games, so expect that to come out soon, starting with Arkham Asylum, where I'll be able to review that, and I'll rank all the games by the time I've finished playing all of them. And as my friends painstakingly told me at school, I'll be happily collecting all of the 200 and something trophies Riddler's heading around the city. It'll be painful. But nonetheless, Batman is for later. Let's get on to Spider-Man. Today I'm going to talk to you about my top 10 favorite Spider-Man PS4 suit powers. Now in the Spider-Man PS4 game, you have about 45 different suits, and only about 27 or 28 of them come with suit powers. Well, 26 sort of, because about 3 of them don't, about 4 of them don't even have suit powers. I mean, the classic suit, damaged, homemade suit, all that. I'll also give you my opinion on those suits that don't have suit powers, including the DLC and the added suits. You will also see a ranking on those suits. No pictures added, because, well, I don't have that good editing kind of software yet. So, yeah. At number 10, let's get started. At number 10 is Equalizer. This suit you unlock with the Undies suit. You unlock the Undies suit by 100%ing everything in the game. Getting all the backpacks, landmarks, challenge tokens, everything in the main game save. And you get Undies. A lot of people are disappointed with this, including me. I'm kind of disappointed that due to the fact that all your hard work is put into that suit, I recommended that should have been saved for the Tobey Maguire suit, which would have been a better suit for me to unlock. I wish that they put the Tobey Maguire suit as the unlockable suit, although I like how they kind of tricked you that, you had to work to unlock it. Or even give us the human spider suit, which has not really been a suit in recent Spider-Man games, only available as a mod. So yeah, this ability Equalizer allows you to take down your enemies in one attack, but enemies can also shoot you down in one attack. I loved this ability when I first got it, and when I played the DLC, I wondered why I kept dying. It turns out I recently found out that you go down once. If you take down enemies once, you go down once as well. I guess I was so excited to read the byline that I didn't read stuff like that. This is still a cool power, but the fact that it has a you going down once thing is not really a thing that earns it higher, so it stays on here. I don't hate it, just that's the one thing that downs me, makes me hate it a bit. Number 9 is Quips. Quips is a kind of a waste of a slot for... It fits the costume it's made for, but overall the only good use I find for it is for humor reasons, and mainly to reload my suit powers more quickly, because, well, he doesn't even quip. When I used it once, it didn't even really quip. Maybe he might do that in the future if I use it again, but so far when I used it, it didn't work. So yeah. After that, at number 8, you have Spirit Fire. Sorry, I thought it said Spirit Spider, relating to the suit it came from. The Spirit Fire suit is the suit power from the Spirit Spider suit, which is, as you guessed it, a Ghost Rider themed Spider-Man costume. And Spider-Man does not suit being Ghost Rider. It looks weird in my opinion. The Toad thing, but the idea of him not being able to move his jaw would be a bit creepy, but yeah, I can kind of see why. This is also going to probably be in my lower area of suits, so for those who love him, They're not really going to seem high on my list. I've never used this. I've only used the Spirit Spider suit about, in total, I've only used them 12 times in the entire times I've played the game. I've only used them 12 times. I've never really used them in a singular cutscene. There's only been 1 or 2 cutscenes at least, even probably 3, he's been featured in. Nonetheless, this suit power allows you to burst out a weird wide circle of flame that will set anyone's head ablaze. It won't kill them or anything, it'll just make them a bit stunned so you can knock them out. Or beat them up or perform a finisher on them. And I find this a cool ability and it's really useful, and I don't even know why I put it here. But it's still an amazing ability, but this one up from it is much more getting the job done, but does the same thing as this one. Number 7, the Iron Spider Arms. Now you unlock the suit with the Iron Spider suit, the one that was seen in Avengers Infinity War. The suit, I find it because of the muscle tone area. His muscle tone, the body look is the model of the body they used for the Tom Holland suits is the model for the Spider-Man ps4 game. Although they rectified this with the web suit and the Amazing suit, they rectified this situation. Like, the Amazing suit looks a bit more like Andrew Garfield. It's lean, it's slim, he slouches a lot, and he looks much more mobility and has a much more of a realistic feel to it. Whereas the one in the game is muscular and very, very toned. It fits the Tobey Maguire suits, and it fits the upgraded suit and the stealth suit, which are the 2 Far From Home suits that you unlock. It fits those ones, but the other ones, not so much. So yeah, but the Iron Arms are really cool, and you can attack people, beat them up with it. It easily makes them take them down. And also a cool thing is that in the movies, it's red, and they accurately capture this in the ones in the game. And if you play as the classic Iron Spider armor from the comics and you unleash the arms, they'll be full-on golden to make it accurate to the comics, which I really think is cool. So yeah. Number 6 is Unrelenting Fury. Unrelenting Fury is one that comes with the Last Stand suit. This suit lets you unleash your full attacks on anybody. Doesn't matter if they have shields. For the small time, you can be unstoppable as if you were the Hulk or the Thing. You can beat the hell out of them. They won't even be able to block you with the shields. But when it drains, they can probably kill you. But this is a really cool suit, suit power, because that means I can just knock them down with their shield. And it's also a great suit power for the Kane Scarlet Spider 2 suit worn by Kane. Because the Charlotte Spider 2 I saw in Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon was very angry and had a very big temper. So that suit power fitted it. Like how the Iron Spider one obviously fits the Iron Spider armor one. So yeah, this suit power is really awesome and it really helps me get the job done. And yeah. And it's very sad when it ends. So, we are now in the top 5. Number 5 is Web Blossom. This ability comes with the classic suit and allows you to leap up in the air and barrage your enemies with a bunch of webs around you. This web suit power was really good for me at first, but then I started getting used to the battle focus, which is now what I use as my primary suit power in my games, along with the resupply and other ones. I don't really change from battle focus now. Ever since I did a recent save slot of just doing it with the advanced suit and battle focus, I found it much more easier. The Web Blossom is a bit hard because not all the enemies are going to be there for me to release it on. Plus, when I get the chain finishes, it helps battle focus more. So yeah, but the Web Blossom was still awesome enough that I used to like using to get a considerable spawn here. And it came with a good suit, the classic suit. Number 4. Spider-Bro. This suit comes with the Stark suit, aka the Homecoming suit that is featured in Spider-Man Homecoming, Avengers Infinity War, and Spider-Man Far From Home. This suit is a great suit, and I think that's one of the only other suits besides the stealth and upgraded suit from the Tom Holland movie series that can actually looks good on the Spider-Man game model. The homemade suit and the Iron Spider suit are but I'd rather wear I don't mind wearing both, but maybe in the future they might look less So yeah. This one allows you to launch the little drone from Spider-Man's chest, because in the Spider-Man Homecoming film, he had a little drone that helped him. And so when he launched it, it helped him electrify enemies and take them down easier. I used this when I first started playing the game to help me take down enemies easier. And it was really easy and helpful for me to do that. Although when I got better at fighting and when it got easier for me to learn how to use the gadgets, I stopped using this power. But for the time it was used, it was an awesome power. Now we're in the top 3. The third one, I think that is not as good. That is just as great as the two up above it, but those two had much more better things. Is the defense shield. This comes with the Spider Armor Mark IV and allows you to have a defensive shield that blocks bullets. So when anyone, like when a normal sized thug or anyone punches, henchman punches you, when a big brute punches you, or when somebody with a baton or a shield or a gun, it will deflect off you. They won't be able to hit you. It takes all the things about the previous suits and makes it better. It takes bulletproof, titanium alloy plating, and takes that all and makes it better. That, and it adds one extra thing that the other two suits don't have. They're invulnerable, so that makes it better than the other Spider Armor suits, in my opinion. It's not as good as the Spider Armor Mark III, the Into the Earth suit, which was actually one of my friend's favorite suits to use. Okay, now with that one is a really great suit power, and it's really great while it lasts. And like Unrelenting Fury, when it ends, it's sad. Number 2. Now this one was so great that it got into number 2, but it couldn't brush into number 1 due to the fact my favorite one, I think you guys might know what that is in that spot. Number 2 is Resupply. Resupply allows you to restock your web shooter cartridges and any of your other gadgets. So like it's another one, the Suspension Matrix, Electric Web, Spider Drone, Impact Web, Web Bomb, Trip Mine, Cohesive Blast, Web Shooters. It restocks all of them if you put it on one of those singular ones, or restock them for you to reuse it. You earn this suit power by fighting the final villain in the game and unlocking the final suit. I'm not going to say what that suit is or who that villain is until those who have not played the game play the game. Because if I don't want to spoil it for anybody, because even though this game came out like 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, even though it came out like 3 years ago, sorry, you had to try and count it more properly. Still getting used to the whole 2021 thing and 2020 being the last year now. But yeah, the point is that, yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But Resupply is an amazing tool, and I even used it sometimes. I've even used it recently in my current save I'm doing for Spider-Man ps4. And it was awesome. Number 1 is Battle Focus. This suit power allows you to double up to give you extra, focus bars, and allows you to perform finishers and do air tricks. And especially when you unlock the chained ones, it allows you to do 2, 3, or even more finishers. Which has saved my bacon a lot. And it hasn't even fried me. Well, when you come to the Electro Battle and Lightning Rod mission, but that's not the point. The point is, I never exactly used this ability. I thought it was useless until I realized that not only one does it help me get finishes and help me build up focus bars, it helps me perform finishes. That when I beat up bad guys and launch them in the air and all that and build up focus, it helps that too. And it can help me get health back. So it's a win-win for me, in my opinion, and I find it great. And it's the best suit power out of all of them, and I think I would still use it even in the remastered and even when I wear other suits, especially my favorite one, the webbed suit. But that is that for the top 10 favorite suit powers from Spider-Man PS4, and you'll be seeing much more videos on the content now. You'll be seeing much more content on there, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And so yeah, you'll see a bit more suits, and you'll see some videos on Miles Morales as well, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, and I cannot wait to talk about many more of the rankings I have in the future. So yeah, see you guys later. See ya. Ciao.